tried starting a YouTube channel before, but I think this is it. This is it. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in Sebastopol, California, aka my truck. My living space, my bedroom, my kitchen, sometimes my bathroom, and my dog's room. Came out here to design and build a tiny house for the back of my truck with the awesome Jay Shafer. And if you don't know who Jay is, he's the pioneer of the tiny house movement. Everybody, this is Jay. Jay, this is everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Woo. Something do I did it dum diddy do.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Camera's on. There is something.
I was hoping you'd dance and sing with me.
Oh.
Is you're a good boy. He has poison ivy all over him. Otherwise, I would totally let him lick me. Get down. Anyways, we went for a materials run yesterday. Home Depot, Lowe's, that whole shebang. It's a whole ordeal thing. But I came back with a very large 50% off pumpkin pie. It's my breakfast. Don't tell my mom. Yeah, I've been becoming an expert at tiny living. This is where I sleep. This is where I cook and build. I have this fabulous place where I poop and I pee. You follow the path. There it is, y'all. We got a shower and a potty and the goods. Poop in a bag, poop in a box, poop in a bag, in a box, box, box. Is that it? Is that the first drill? That's the first drill, you guys! We have been building so hard for the past 2 months. 2 months. You guys want to see the size of the camper? Your teeny tiny home in a teeny tiny space? This is it. Jay, the master organizer. This whole experience with Jay is that
He is insane.
yes, that's very true.
He's a maniac. Yes,
is that you really minimize everything that's going in the home. It's all about just what the materials say. I love that. But what I love even more is that you allow the universe to guide you in your build. So he says, oh, well, this mistake happened because the universe guided it to happen. And so the grain pattern's going completely a different way. And I'm over here crying like, oh my God, it's not as planned. And he's like, the universe built this. And I'm like, fuck, Jay, we fucking built this and the grain pattern is wrong.
Yeah.
I'm having breakdowns.
Well, then I might be like, oh, I hear the universe saying through your voice that this is wrong. feel like I'm rambling, but I think you can edit this very well because you're good at that.
I can. I definitely can edit this. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay, so I'm really hot. You're just gonna have to bear with me. I'm getting nervous now because everybody's watching us.
Uh-oh. Paranoia strikes.
The paranoia. A lot of people love tiny houses because they're cute, right?
2 months worth of work, baby.
But I want to ask Jay, what is the purpose of a tiny house?
Well, Sam, tiny houses are many things to many people. I think that, it's just, I mean, what is it not? It's like, it's a home, of course, and within that, it's, what was the question? Why or what is?
What?
Okay,
is?
so if you're asking me for a specific definition,
yeah,
I get that sometimes, and I've never given one because I want to always keep it broad.
Yeah.
So some people are like, how big is a tiny house? I'm like, whatever. A tiny house is any house in which all the space is used to make the people living there feel at home. And when you have extra stuff that isn't doing that, that's when you don't have a tiny house.
We're almost done with the outside. We're gonna start the interior soon.
So it's December 1st. Grimmy and we've been sleeping in the truck since August, but it marks the 1st of the month and 4 days till we hit the road again. So Jay and I, we're hauling ass. We're hauling ass to get this build done-ish. At least the outside. And a good start on the inside. I think it's time for some pumpkin pie again. So, a lot of counties, so the tiny houses, like for laws, it's based on county and it's based on states, but a lot of people require like 200 square feet or less, usually, like legally for a tiny house, right? Most counties.
I don't know about most, but yes, many I've heard of require, they have a minimum square footage. Here in Sonoma County, I think it's 220.
Okay.
I know
so it's give or take.
that it's a totally unconstitutional law. Ridiculous. Somehow we don't notice these things getting shoved through, the legislation. Yeah. And law's not supposed to be about like how big a house is. It's supposed to be about safety and health, welfare and morality, and dictating what constitutes a habitable house is not. Now I'm going off on my political tangent.
It's a pretty foggy day. That means the grass is gonna be wet, which means I gotta make some bum buns on my pants. Y'all wanna go potty with me? It's definitely a foggy day. Typical for Sebastopol, it feels like. I own probably 50 tarps at this point. I go potty, and then I come over here, eat a little breakfast. This is our kitchen slash workspace slash dining room.
Definitely not editing that. So,
it's cold out here.
If you could see the tiny house community go anywhere in the world, where would you want it to go?
I want it to go on my barge, which would be an island of tiny houses, and we'd float around the world.
Aww.
From one welcoming harbor to another.
Can I drive on? I'm invited, right?
Oh, yes.
I better be invited.
No, the cars are going to be parked on their own little tiny rafts, and the wheels of the cars spin the paddle wheel to make the boats go. So you got your dinghy to get to shore.
Oh my gosh, that's
Mine will
brilliant.
mine will be
As long
scoot.
as I don't have to paddle. If the truck's doing it, I'm totally cool with that.
No, we're all into using up lots of fossil fuels as much as possible, just to make sure we get to the point where we don't use any more fat.
You guys, real talk. Living in a truck has been hard. I'm just now getting used to it 5 months later. The first couple of weeks when I was here was raining and it was so hard. I know I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed. But I'm so tired of sleeping in that truck. I'm ready for my tiny. I'm ready for my tiny. It was like muddy and the dog was wet and I couldn't get dry and I didn't have space to dry my clothes and I was stuck in the truck all day because of the rain. And I was like, I'm gonna have a breakdown. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. Almost rented a hotel. But then I realized I was in Sebastopol and everything here is really expensive. So I just stuck it out and survived. But I'll be in the tiny house soon. All cozy and snuggy and warm with lots and lots of space. A lot of people are like, 35 square feet is not a lot of space. And I'm like, that's a freaking mansion. It's gonna be great. So excited.
Look at these lights. Are they cute? Do you think they're cute? Tell me they're cute.
I'm heading back to Houston on December 6th or 7th so I can be back with family for my dad's 1-year passing anniversary. And then I'll be doing the interiors on my own. I have experience fixing up trailers, but I don't have experience building out cabinets, so that's gonna be fun. That's how I feel about that.